Okay, so today's parkour challenge just beat it half an hour-ish after the whole thing released. Now, the first few are quite easy. They're ones that you've seen before, and if you've done the parkour before, you know how to do it. But, either way, still, quite fun. Here's a little twist on the dolphins. Now, all you want to make sure is that you're not pincered. Otherwise, you'll be doing head hitters, and those aren't fun. So I recommend shifting to the lowest possible step, which, with a little bit of practice, you can figure out. Now, on this one, if you take the right side, you can just do a couple 4 blocks and momentum carry, and it saves you a bit of time. Here, you can do the Neos, or you can just shift around the edge. I prefer to shift, just because it's more consistent. Because, I'd rather make it to the end than not. Now, here, just quite simple. You just want to be momentum carrying, and then you get to this one, which is the jumps. The only hard jump on here is this second one. That one, no, the one before. But, if you just momentum, you're fine. Now with these, you don't have to go this fast. See, I mess up because of it. But what you do want to be doing is just making sure that you're shifting. You don't have to shift, but if you're sort of beginner, if you're watching a video for a guide on this, make sure you're shifting. And then on the combs, once again, don't have to go this fast. Just make sure that whenever you're going, you make sure you're jumping through the glass panes. That's the most important thing. Okay, now up here, you can do a little skip. Jump, make sure to right-click on the trapdoor, otherwise you will not make it. And then the rest is self-explanatory, just follow the path. Then along here, it's just a couple 4-block ups, so nothing too challenging. Just make sure to not hold spacebar there, because I've fallen off a couple times. Now here, once again, simple enough, just jumping around, jumping through. Now on this path, you can momentum carry from the fence, just make sure you don't overjump like I do. If you do momentum jump or whatever, it makes it easier. And then just shift to the edge, jump around. Now, with the iron point, you want to make sure that you're using both your mouse and strafing. That's a tip for that one that makes it a bit easier. And then, what was the final section on this one? Let me just wait until I look up so that I can actually see it. I can't even remember what the final section was. But in this brief interlude, if you guys are enjoying the series, please consider subscribing, as it really does help. And I would really, really appreciate it. Helps the channel grow, etc. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here, this one's quite challenging. Just make sure you're shifting, and make sure you're, aiming for it, because you have a very small window. You don't have to do that much for the Neos. You don't have to strafe very far at all. You don't have to jump very far. So take your time, because the most important thing is completing it, and then you can go for an expert. Now this, quite simple, just some 2-block jumps, just watch your head. Here you can go for a couple 4-block skips, but as you see, I miss it twice, because I'm just the GOAT at parkour. So, once again, if you're going for the fastest run possible, do a couple 4-blocks, but if you're not going for the fastest run possible, don't worry about it. And then here, just make sure you're not falling off, and like I do. So just do big jumps around the corners, and that's, how you get to the end. Just watch your head on the trapdoors on that last orange jump. And then coming up here, this is the bit where I'll give the biggest tip. Shift to the back corner and jump around. So as you'll see here, I'll shift. No, sorry, the front left corner, or the backside corner of whatever. If you look here, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, get in the best position to make the jump. So whatever gives you the most leeway, the furthest around, is the best way to do it. Then for those last two thread the needle jumps, it's mainly strafing. And then that last one is a momentum carry. So I got a 444 on the dot, which is very, very lucky to get a 444. Pretty cool. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, I've been CoCap, this has been MCCI, and I hope the guide was helpful.